What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my sports picks video, NFL edition. It is Saturday night, January the 2nd. Happy New Year to all. We have made it to week 17 in the NFL. Week 17 is always bittersweet for me. It's week 17. It's the end of the NFL regular season, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, we are going into the playoffs. Week 17 is usually a week where I really clean up. So there's some good things about it and some bad things about it. It's a little bit sad to say goodbye to the NFL regular season. It's been a fun season, but we are here to week 17. Let's go ahead and jump into the action. So you guys know what I like to do with the NFL: long shot teasers. Love doing teasers in the NFL. And like I said, I have a lot of success in week 17. So we're going to go big with our last week of the regular season. We are going to do our biggest long shot teaser of the year. It's going to be a 10-team, 7-point teaser. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. What I like to do with the NFL, like I said, is I like to do teasers. This is my favorite sport to do teasers with. If you're not familiar with teasers, look it up. It's an alternate way to bet. It's a fun way to bet. It's not the only thing I do with the NFL. It's just one of the things that I like to do with the NFL. So my fun way of giving you guys a bunch of different teaser options is I throw in what's called a long shot teaser. I recommend you guys pluck out your favorites. The best way to attack teasers in the NFL is to do a 2-team teaser, maybe even 3 or 4 if there are a bunch of games that you really like. But I'm doing a 10-team teaser just to give you guys a bunch of different options, like I said, that I'm looking at. I throw in a long shot myself, but I also throw in, like I said, a bunch of smaller teasers as well, because a long shot is not expected to come in, but we are hoping that it will. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the action for week 17. You can see our record at the top of the screen, what we have done so far this year with our long shot teasers, the plays that I've given out in the long shot teasers. 74-30, hitting over 70%, so doing very, very well with all of the plays that I give out on the long shot teaser. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit this one to wrap up the NFL regular season. So here we go. We are going to start with the New York Giants. I'm going to give them 7 to make them plus 8.5. So this is a good game here against the Dallas Cowboys. Giants are at home. It's a division matchup. The winner of this game has a shot of making the playoffs. It's all going to come down to whether or not the Washington football team will get the W in Sunday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles. If they lose, then the winner of this game between the Giants and Cowboys will win the NFC East and get their shot in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Giants here at home. I think we're getting some value here. If you look at the look-ahead line before this week, the Giants were favored in this one, and the line flipped to Dallas being favored all the way up to -3. Some money has come in on the Giants to bring that down back to 1.5 where it is now. So we're getting some value here with the Giants at home. And the reason being is that Dallas Cowboys are playing very well right now, where the Giants really are not. It's really Daniel Jones. Since he's gotten hurt, he really hasn't been the same. He's a guy that can use his legs as a weapon, and since he's hurt his hamstring, I believe, he hasn't been running as much, which, like I said, it hurts his game. But when it comes to the Giants and Cowboys, you can throw the records out the window. You can throw how the teams have been doing out the window. This is going to be a good game. Both teams are going to bring it. Like I said, a lot of implications in this game. And the Giants here, they have the better defense. I do think they can play a little bit better offensively, especially at home. We know the Cowboys don't have a good defense. I think it's going to be a really good game, a game that either team can win, and I'm getting plus 8.5 with the home team. I'm going to take the Giants in that one. Next, we're going with the Cleveland Browns -2.5. So this is another line that's inflated. The Cleveland Browns, despite the Steelers resting a bunch of people, shouldn't be favored by double digits. But anyways, with the teaser, that's a good thing about the teasers. We can bring the line down to where we want it to be. The Cleveland Browns -2.5 against the Steelers. This is a Steelers team that we know they haven't been playing well down the stretch, and they're going to be resting most of their starters in this game against a Cleveland Browns team that has to win. They have to win to get in. This is a team that's had a lot of distractions this week, actually the last couple weeks, with all the COVID issues. They've had to shut down their facility many times. But this is week 17. They really don't need to practice. They just really need to get their game plan down. The Cleveland Browns here will be ready to go at home. and I think they get the W here at home. They should definitely win this game by at least a field goal. Next, we're going with the Baltimore Ravens. They are on the road against the Cincinnati Bengals. We're going to move that line from -14 to -7. The Bengals are a team. They've been playing pretty well right now. Brandon Allen is throwing the ball great. But one thing the Baltimore Ravens do is they tend to make young quarterbacks look silly. John Harbaugh and that defense, they are really going to bring it here. This is a game the Ravens also need to win in order to get into the playoffs, and I think they get the job done. The Ravens are the type of team, they're our bullies. When they play inferior opponents, they just pour it on, and I like them to do that here. Baltimore Ravens -7 against the Bengals. I love the Ravens here. Even though they're on the road, I think they roll. Next, we are going with the Miami Dolphins +9. We're moving them to +2 to +9. This is another game where we have a team in the Buffalo Bills with nothing to play for. Their coach has not said whether or not he is going to be resting anybody, but if history repeats itself, they were in this situation last year and they did end up resting guys after the first quarter. This is a Miami Dolphins team. They need to win to get in to the playoffs, so this is going to be a fully motivated team. And I think that's why the line is -2 for the Buffalo Bills, because it's really unclear who's going to be suiting up for Buffalo and how long they're going to be playing. But I think the Dolphins here, they need this game. Their defense is playing well. Whether or not they win, who knows? But getting +9, I think this is going to be a lower scoring game that the Dolphins will keep close. I love getting the Dolphins here +9 in a game that they need to win against a team that really doesn't need to. Next, we're going with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We're going to move this line from 7 to 0. They are at home against the Atlanta Falcons. These teams just met a few weeks ago. It was a pretty good game. The Falcons were winning that game, looking pretty good, but Tampa Bay mounted a comeback and they came away with the victory in Atlanta. Now they're at home against the same Falcons team. I've liked what I've heard from Tampa Bay's locker room. This is a game that they want to win. They don't have a ton to play for. If they win this game, they lock up the number 5 seed. Bruce Arians has stated there is a difference between the 5th seed and the 6th seed, and he wants to get the 5th seed. Tom Brady has talked about finishing the season strong. So this sounds like a motivated Tampa Bay team. They want to get the W here at home, going up against an Atlanta team. This is a very, very dangerous Atlanta team. We know all the weapons that they have offensively, but this isn't a team that's not really playing for anything. Tampa Bay is a better team here at home. I expect them to come away with the victory. Next, we're going with the Carolina Panthers. We're moving that line from +6 to +13. They're going up against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints do have a little bit to play for. They have an outside shot at the number 1 seed. It's not likely going to happen. And they have lost all of their running backs for this game. Their best offensive weapon all year long has been Alvin Kamara. He's going to be out for this game, so it's really going to hurt the New Orleans Saints offense. I expect this game to be a lower scoring game. I think both teams here offensively is going to struggle. This New Orleans Saints defense has been playing well all year long, and I think they can hold Carolina's offense in check here. The last time these two teams played, which wasn't that long ago, the Carolina Panthers actually had a shot to win that game on the road in New Orleans, and now we're getting them at home here +13. I love the Panthers here. Obviously, they're not playing for anything. They're out of the playoffs. But with a new head coach this year and a new quarterback, I think they want to end the season on a high note. So I love the Carolina Panthers here +13. Don't know if they'll win the game, but I do think it's going to be a lower scoring game, and I think they will be able to keep this game close. Next, we're going with the Indianapolis Colts -7. So the Colts are at home against the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is a Jacksonville Jaguars team. They have mailed it in. This team is no good. It looks like they are going to be getting the number 1 pick. They'll be turning their franchise over to Trevor Lawrence by all accounts. This is a Colts team. They have to win to get in, and they need some help. They need either the Ravens, Browns, Dolphins, or Titans. They have 4 outs. They need one of the 4 teams to lose, which is kind of crazy because they're 10-5 if they win, which they should win. At home against the Jaguars, they'll be 11-5 and might still miss the playoffs. It's kind of crazy. But even if, so the Colts play late along with the Titans, they both play late. So even if the Ravens, Dolphins, and Browns all win, the Colts still have to fight for this game. in case the Titans slip up against the Houston Texans. So the Colts, either way, despite what happens in the morning, they should have plenty to play for, and I think they will roll in this game. And I think they will roll in this game at home. Next, we have the Chicago Bears plus 11.5. They are at home against the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers still have a little bit to play for. They are in line for the #1 seed in the NFC, but it's not locked up yet. And it looks like they're going to go for it. They're not going to rely on other teams losing. They are going to go out there and try to win and lock up that #1 seed for themselves. The Chicago Bears are also fighting. If they win, they are in. If they lose, they still might be in, depending on what else happens. So these are two teams that will be motivated in this game. And earlier in this year, the Packers won pretty easily. But this is a different Chicago Bears team. Ever since Trubisky has come back from injury, he has looked much, much better. Some of those games were against pretty bad opponents, but even earlier in the year, when they played bad opponents, the offense still struggled. So this is a different offense. Looks like play calling has been much better. Trubisky has been playing much better. The running game has gotten going as well. It's just a different Bears team from the first matchup. I think this is going to be a good game. It's a division matchup. Bears-Packers should be a good game, a close game. I love getting the Bears here, plus 11.5 at home. Next, we are going with the Tennessee Titans. As I mentioned before, they are on the road against the Houston Texans. This is a must-win game for the Tennessee Titans. And the Houston Texans, we saw, they just lost last week at home to the Bengals. This is a team that is not playing very well right now. They have a temporary head coach, so this is kind of a franchise that needs to find their direction. Going up against a highly motivated Tennessee Titans team. I love the Titans here to win this game on the road. And then last but not least, we have the Seattle Seahawks. They are also on the road against the San Francisco 49ers. We are going to move that line from 7 to a pick. Just like the Titans, they just have to win this game. The 49ers, we know the 49ers, they had a nice victory last week against the Arizona Cardinals. I think that was just more about the Cardinals not playing well at all. The 49ers, they're on their third string quarterback, a lot of injuries all over the place on offense and defense. Like the Packers, everything that I've heard from the locker room is they want to go into this game and they want to win this game. They have a chance to get the #1 seed, but either way, they are motivated to win this game, and I think they get the job done. So this is a 10-team 7-point teaser. 100 will pay 1,500. I threw 333 to win 5,000. But like I said, pluck out your favorites. There definitely are some that I like a lot more than others. So I'm going to be doing a few different 2- and 3-team teasers. For those of you that are a part of the village, you'll be receiving those plays. But I like all 10 of these. I think this has a chance to come through. But if you pluck out your favorites, do a smaller 2- or 3-team teaser, you should definitely have some success. So that is going to wrap up our long shot teaser. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Before I wrap up this video, I do want to mention my website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. If you're interested in receiving my plays each and every day in all sports, as college basketball, the NBA, the NFL playoffs will be starting here. College football is pretty much over. And then right around the corner, we have the NHL and MLB. But if you're interested in receiving my plays each and every day, this is the website. This is what it looks like. This is how to get there, JVilleSportsPicks.com. In the upper right hand corner, you can see the big blue button to join the village. Hit that button. It will take you to a page which will list all the different packages that are available. See which one suits you the best. And of course, for the new year, I have a promo. Very simple, 2021. When you sign up for any package, just type in 2021 in the coupon code box, and you will get 40% off any package of your choosing. The packages are already super cheap as it is, but now you can get it for 40% off. So join us to start the new year and start winning with us today. Like I said, we are in full force in the NBA and college basketball, and we have week 17 here in the NFL before we head into the NFL playoffs, which we always have a lot of success in the NFL playoffs. So very excited to get that going. When you do sign up to be a part of the village, you'll start receiving my plays each and every day via email, typically around the same time every day. So if you're interested in joining, JVilleSportsPicks.com is where to go to sign up. Other than that, I will have a free play for Sunday early Sunday morning on the website. So check the website for that. I have a free picks tab. Bookmark that page. Each and every day I'll post a free play on there. So I'll have Sunday's NFL free play on there early Sunday morning. Check out the website for that. I want to make sure there's no COVID issues or late scratches before I give out that play. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up for my NFL video. This is going to wrap up the NFL regular season. So hopefully we can end the season with a bang and hit this 10-team 7-point teaser. But for those of you that are a part of the village, stay tuned for the rest of today's plays in the NBA and college basketball and the rest of today's plays in the NFL. All my best straight bets, moneyline parlays, teasers, all that good stuff will be in there. If you're not a part of the village, JVilleSportsPicks.com is where to go to sign up. Don't forget to use promo code 2021 to get that huge discount. Other than that, that's going to wrap it up for me. Hopefully you guys had an awesome new year. This is going to be an amazing 2021 for all of us. Stay safe out there. Good luck with whatever plays you guys do decide to put in. Hope you guys sweep the board out there, and I will see you guys soon. Good luck.